Hey guys, it's Best Cat Merch, and today we're discussing if a cat can be left or right-handed, and if so, how can you tell? But first and foremost, please don't forget to take the time to support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. So firstly, to just get it out of the way, yes, we've all wondered it, and no, you're not weird for thinking about whether your cat has a preference for their left or right paw. I mean, we watch them push delicate glass items off of kitchen benches all the time, so of course we would get to thinking about their little paws. If you feel like your Marco, or my Marco to be precise, he's black with a little white mustache, is always using his left paw to get your attention, you might be right. A recent study has shown there may be some relationship between a cat's handedness, pawedness, it sounds cuter, and their gender. This study asked about 50 owners to record which paw their cat had used or which paw they used first in various everyday situations. For example, going into their litter box. The scientists also made the cats try to find food in a multi-level container. I am imagining it being some kind of cat Olympics with a league table, special outfits, and prizes. But I think maybe that's my imagination gone wild. I will, however, patent that idea because that is something I want to see. The overall results of the study didn't find a population difference, but they did find that many cats showed a preference for using one paw over the other. So although cats were split 50-50 on what paw they preferred to use, if you picked any one of those cats and followed it around for a while, you would find that the cat always will use the same side. Although there wasn't a population preference, there was a preference based on the gender of the cats. They found that female cats tended to use their right paws, while their male counterparts showed a preference for their left paws. There have been some suggestions that the difference is due to hormones, but that is yet to be confirmed. To step away for just a second from our furry friends, laterality, or the preference for using one side of your body, is a really interesting topic. Although we humans take it for granted that we have a preference for our left or right hands, rare is the person who doesn't. Not all animals have this preference, as not all animals' brains are well differentiated between the left and right halves. Have you ever heard that thing that if you're more analytical, you are likely to have a left brain bias, and if you're the more creative type, you probably show a preference to use your right brain? Well, having a preference for one hand over the other is another example of this. As humans, the two sides of our brains don't do exactly the same thing. Pretty cool, really. For example, your command of speech will either be found in your left or right hemisphere, never both. The reasons behind this differentiation are complex and not particularly well understood. However, it is believed that differentiation between the two sides of the brains allow the brain to basically do more. If one part is dedicated to moving, then it means another part is free to think about cats. So putting all the science aside, how can you find out what paw your cat prefers? The key is to be observant. Most cats aren't going to always use their preferred paw, but after watching them for a while and taking note, you will probably spot the pattern. Which paw does your cat use to get your attention? Which paw is the one first into the litter box or used to go downstairs? The researchers said there was no one preference shown for one paw or the other when the cats were relaxing. So don't be surprised if you notice your cat lounging away on any side, even if you have noticed a preference at other times. The researchers of the original study pointed out that animals of any species that show a preference for their left limb tend to be more sensitive to stress and fear. So next time I go to the vet, I'll try to take even more care to ensure my little lefty Marco doesn't experience any more stress than he has to. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel and make sure you follow us on Instagram. We post videos every Monday and Wednesday on YouTube, and we're active on Instagram on a daily basis. So please don't miss out. Peace!